But where should I start, Ashley? Well, I'm going to take a guess here. Matt, the question is, where do I start? The answer is, Wilson, the beginning. Yeah. Look what I got for folks. Take a look at this. Oh, my wheel keeps hitting the extension cord. Show them the peace dollars. Those are brilliant uncirculated peace dollars. I have 40 of them. They are stunning. Yeah. What is the item number? 2474. She didn't just say 2474, did she? You heard there. What did she say? 2474. She said 2474. Wilson, did you hear her say 2474? I did. Oh my goodness. We should call security. Is this the 2474? Brilliant uncirculated, and you should change it from 40 to 1 because I'm going to sell these individually. I have a grand total of 40. Yeah, these are, yeah, you see where it says 40 peace dollars? Change that to 1 BU. Just 1, then space BU peace dollar. And you can take mixed dates out, just 1 BU peace dollar. They are blazers, folks. Which one would you like me to hold, Wilson?
That one. Yeah.
Now, in theory, the acid in your fingertips will actually eat away at the sheen of the peace dollar. I always thought that they named this at the end of World War I, the peace dollar, in the hopes that we were never going to have another war. Hang on, my mic keeps falling. Take a look at the back. Look at that. That's what a brilliant uncirculated peace dollar looks like. The rays of the sun, the talons of the bird. That's an eagle too, Wilson. Patty, has an eagle talon ever grabbed your hair? Good for you. Wilson, has an eagle's ever grabbed your hair? This happens to be in 1922. They're going to be mixed dates. They're all going to probably be 1922, 1923. Let me just take a look. Those are the Morgans. Oh, I want to make people happy. People have been calling me, going, Barry, yeah, they're all going to be 1922 or 23. Maybe I'll find a surprise. Maybe I'll find a 25 in here. Wow. 1922, 1923s. These were all, I guarantee, at least MS-60. They are all uncirculated. They've never been in circulation. This is probably the roughest one. You know what? I'm not even going to... Yeah, they're all 22s and 23s. I would change that from BU just to put mixed date uncirculated. Yeah, piece dollar. I take the BU out, just put, I'm selling basically, Adrian, I'm selling uncirculated piece dollars. And I got a price that's going to make people, yeah, uncirculated piece dollars. All right, here's what I'm going to do. Oh. Here's a price that's going to make people go crazy in a good way. Oh my goodness. You know what silver is nowadays? It's been going up and up and up. This has got a lot of silver in it. This is what the government, our founders, wanted. All debts be paid in gold and silver. And in 1922 and 23, they minted the peace dollars. Well, they actually started a little bit before that, but here's what I'm going to do. Ashley, I have a grand total of 40 of these coins. Is that correct? 40 peace dollars. Oh, folks, I'm going to let Ashley figure out the shipping. Whether you buy one or all 40. Oh, this is too cheap. These are uncirculated peace dollars. Are you ready for this? $41 each. $41 each. I got a grand total of 40. $41 each. Uncirculated peace dollars, mostly 1922 and 23. $41 each. Now, I am on the internet, right? What is the price of silver today? It's been going up and up and up. This is, I think, 0.89 of an ounce of silver. Let's see. At $41 a coin. On uncirculated, nice, clear, clean peace dollars at $41. I see another network. I'm not going to mention names. I should. Should I, Wilson? Mention names? Oh, you're evil. They're selling for $89 each. And mine, yeah, retail $89. My price, $41 each. Buy 5. Buy 10. But they're $41 each. Brilliant, they're uncirculated peace dollars. Now, the row above it is Morgan dollars. Now, the row above it are Morgan dollars. They were minted from 1878 through 1904. They took a break and rented the last year in 1921. I know in 2021 they've minted new Morgan dollars, but the original run was 1904 to 1921. I have brilliant uncirculated peace dollars here, and that's the row above the Morgan dollars, the row above the peace dollars, Wilson. Top row, yeah. All right. Now, just the top row. Yeah, look at those. Nice mix of dates. Yell out at the first date you see. 1885. All right. Nice mix of, these are brilliant uncirculated. These are brilliant uncirculated peace dollars. One of my competitors jumps up and down, does everything else, wants $159 each, which is, I don't know. Yeah, list $159. These are brilliant. These are uncirculated Morgan dollars. Yeah, so if you would just put Morgan dollars, uncirculated Morgan dollars. Tell you what I can do. They want $159, $179, $159. I know it's early. I'm only on the internet. But I want to see if this price sells. Those are beautiful coins, blazers. At $159, my competitors. At $139, I'd be $20 cheaper. At $109, I'd be 2/3 cheaper than them. At $99 for brilliant uncirculated Morgan dollars, nice mix of dates, it'd be unbelievable. At $89, stop him. Stop him before he destroys the market. $71 each. Brilliant uncirculated Morgan dollars. I only have, do I have 40 peace dollars and 40 Morgans, or 20 peace dollars and 20 Morgans? 40 and 40. All right. $71. And on these, oh, they are gorgeous coins. But we're only on the internet. Yes. Who invented that? Wasn't that Al Gore? Oh, I'm sorry. Remember when he said he invented the internet? He could have, for all I know. But then again, I believe in conspiracy theories. My dog, Ginger, waits till I'm asleep. She goes on my cell phone or computer. She texts the other dog she knows at the park and say, chase me really hard, then have Lefty knock my owner down in the mud. Exclamation, exclamation, exclamation. Ginger, heart sign, heart sign, heart sign. That's what my dog does. No takers at $71. Ooh. And the peace dollars, I priced those so cheap, 41. All right, well, let it be, as the Beatles might say. I got a really cool original Tarkay. I got a really rare date. Wilson, you want to see something rare? That's rare. That's beef tartare rare. That is a 1916 S, minted in San Francisco, graded MS64 plus. The plus is for exceptional eye appeal and beauty. PCGS does not give out many plus coins for the 1916S. Just so you know, the 1916S, they minted 795,000 of the coins. Of the 790,000 of the coins, Only 59 have ever been graded MS64 plus. I think in all grades there's like 9,800 that PCGS is graded of 1916 San Francisco's. I have that information written down somewhere. Here it is. 1916S. In plus, by PCGS, they've only graded 59 coins in MS64 plus. They have total of all coins graded by the 1916S, graded by PCGS, in all grades, is only 5,462. There are only 59 coins graded MS64 plus. I have comps here for 5,800, 5,600. Here's what I am going to do. I just want to see if anybody's watching me. How many people are watching me? And, oh, here it is right here. Right here. Total menage, 796,000. Here's what I am going to do. I'm going to give someone a deal and a half. This is rare. I entered my passcode wrong. What does that mean, Matt? Am I biting the dust? Oh, I know what I did wrong. I had to change it because Ginger was texting all of her friends. All right, here's what I can do on this. This is rare. The 16S, oh, you're going to like this. Oh, this is too cheap. No. No. Say it ain't so. Let me just double check. On the 1916S, what do you show the cost as? 16S in MS64 plus. Wow. This is too cheap. No. All right, you got to dial quickly to get this. I might change my mind. You know, this is one of the lowest menage. I mean, they have a total menage of only 796,000, and only 59 have ever been graded MS64 plus. Out of 750,000 coins. This is rare. The 1916S. What happened was the majority of these coins, believe it or not, once they were minted in San Francisco, they were put on boats to Bolivia, to South America. Many of the San Francisco mint coins of 1915 and 16 ended up in South America. And to ever get one in Ankh, let alone MS64 plus for exceptional quality, watch this. Ashley, if they don't buy this, I must not. Am I on TV? You sure? I'm not going to have Alan Funk jump out here going, nah, we're just playing with you. All right, if you can beat this price, call me. I'll come with you and buy more. MS64 plus, 1916S, $4,000. That's too cheap. I see ads on Price Guide. 6,900, great deal. They have some that aren't even pluses. PCGS 1916 MS64, and they want 5,400. I got this for 4,000, and it's an MS64 Plus. I knew there'd be a day where they don't watch me anymore, Wilson. Where they just go, Barry, you're dead to me. And while we're thinking about this coin, I don't know, Wilson, I just want to show the largest Oleg I have ever gotten in my life. Look at this. That is a largest Oleg. It's dark because we got a light going the wrong way, but oh, look at this. You gotta bring it down and yeah, like that. Yeah, but when we get to the Olegs, we'll get it in the light perfectly. This is huge.
Want me to pull it backwards?
Yeah, pull it backwards. There you go. Yeah, but I'll tell you what would make it a lot better. You just stay right there. Tell me if I'm messing this up, Wilson. Because I have no idea what I'm doing.
The other way.
Is that getting any better?
Better, yeah. That's better.
I've never worked as a light man, but I did spend the night at a Holiday Inn Express. All right. That's just one, but I'll be talking about that in a minute. Tell you what, Ashley, here's what I want to do. Here's what I want to do. We have a lot of great coin customers. These are luscious piece dollars and brilliant uncirculated Morgan dollars. Ashley, see if you can't get someone to call me up that wants to buy 5 piece dollars and 5 Morgans, or 10 Morgans and 10 piece dollars. Let's see if I can't make a 20 coin deal on my piece and Morgan dollars. Wilson, that is good camera work. Take a look at those babies. Ashley, did you ever go camping much?
I do.
How often do you go camping?
Like several times a year.
For many years?
Yeah.
Several times a year for many years? How often in all this camping have you ever seen a bear maul a tourist to death and fling his motionless bodies into the tree going, ha, ha, ha?
Well, I went camping in middle school, and there was a bear that came to our cabin.
So in middle school, you fed your teacher to the bear that came to the cabin. Oh my goodness. I have never seen any real, I think I saw one real bear somewhere in the Boy Scouts. But I spent my time looking at the real bears. Hey, boo-boo, what you got in the picnic basket? But Ranger Smith will get mad at you, Yogi. But anyway, call me. Camera 2, I got a deal. 10 Morgans and 10 piece dollars. Matter of fact, there's 5 of each on that pedestal, right? Right here, these 10 coins. Tell you what, how many viewers do I have?
30.
Really? All right. I'm going to make someone a real good deal here. I'm going to sell all 10 of these coins. 5 piece, 5 Morgans. Watch this. Watch this. All right. This is going to be a deal. deal. I think I have a deal. It's snowing in LA. You don't see that very often. No, Wilson, that was actual snow. H2O, that's not cocaine. Stop, Wilson. My goodness. All right, here's what I am going to do. So what do you show? 5-piece 5 Morgans, Ashley. Folks, I am going to let you guys fight for these. I'm only going to do this once. They got to really want these. No, they don't. We're not going to make them beg. We're going to make Wilson beg. People don't believe you're real, Wilson. My brother, he said, was telling his kids, my nephews, and my nephew and niece, nah, Wilson's not real. Barry's talking to the camera. He's gifted at that. I go, yes, I'm gifted at it, but Wilson is real. And he'd be even realer if Tom Hanks hadn't let him drift away and cast away. But anyway, start an auction. Start at $0. $50 increments. For these 10. $50 increments. Make it 75. Yeah, $75 increments. You got 5 brilliant uncirculated Morgan dollars. There's no 1921s in there. You got 5 uncirculated peace dollars, 1922 and 1923. Start at $0, $75 increments. Yes. See, this is how I know the end is near, Patty. I don't have an open yet. Now that I think about it, have we gotten a single call tonight? 5 Morgans and 5-piece. 5 brilliant uncirculated Morgans and 5 uncirculated peace dollars. And here's what I am going to do. Right here. So you don't have to dial 1 anymore, do you, Wilson? When you make a... It says calling Ashley. Who is this? Okay. Oh, bye, Ashley. I hung up on you. $75 has been bid. We have the open. Now, what does the retail come to? Ashley, if you take 5 times 159 plus 5 times, that's all right. The retail on this, here, I got a calculator. What I need is a pin. No, don't throw a pin at me. All right. We have a $75 bid on 10 silver uncirculated, the brilliant uncirculated coins. Right now, we have 1 bid. Nobody's watching me. Now, let me just write this down. My competitors are selling the Morgans at $179 each times 5, and the peace dollars at $150. No, it was $139 on the peace dollars times 5. Patty, yes, sir. Are you? Can you add something real fast? 150 has been bid. Take 5 times 179. What do you get? Siri, what is 5 times 100? Okay.
The answer is 2.5.
You're wrong, Siri. What is 139 times 5? Siri, what is 6?
Sorry, I didn't get that. Could you restate the question?
No, because you're wrong, Siri, and quite frankly, Siri, you're mean to me. Hi, Bob. Hang on. So, Ashley, all right. Siri, what is $895 plus $695?
The answer is $1,590.
$1,590 is what my competitors sell this for. I am at $150. My competitors get $1,590 for those 10 coins. I am at $150. They melt for many, many times more than that.
Bob from Nevada was saying that your brother from Nevada, Bob,
Yeah.
Snowy passed away yesterday.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You have 225.
225 has been bid. This is crazy. This is $1,590 on a competitor's show. I am at, where am I at now?
You're at 225.
300 has been bid. Sorry about that, Bob. I'm sorry to hear that. We're at 300. That's $30 a coin. You're talking about brilliant uncirculated Morgan dollars. You're talking about uncirculated peace dollars. We were at 300. You guys are killing me here.
375.
How much? 375 has been bid. Yet 375. I couldn't buy these for 450 has been bid. $450. $45 a coin. Check Coin Dealer newsletter. Check the back of any coin magazine. You cannot buy 5 brilliant uncirculated Morgan dollars, 5 uncirculated peace dollars for $45 a coin. It's crazy. This is going to hurt. $450 going once. We're at $450 going once. $525. They're killing me tonight, folks. You guys are killing me. They want me to drop dead, Ashley. No, that's just Ashley that wants me to drop dead. If I drop dead, who's going to take care of Ginger? Juliana? Well, Juliana would take care of her. All right, I am down to one bidder at $525. This is crazy. This is crazy. I can't buy him for this. I'm only going to do this one auction. $525 going once. I can't believe this, Wilson. Hang on. Let me go to camera 2. Maybe it's because I haven't done enough Morgan and Peace dollars lately. There has been a run on getting uncirculated anything, especially the $20 golds and the $10 gold Eagles and St. Gaudens. The brilliant uncirculated Morgan dollars, it's been unbelievable. And if you believe inflation's over, it's just getting going. It's just getting started. It ain't coming. You got 10 coins here, 5 brilliant uncirculated peace dollars, 5 brilliant uncirculated mixed state Morgan dollars, and I am at 525. I can't buy them for that. A nice brilliant uncirculated Morgan dollar will cost you like these. Worst. I mean, I'm trying to think. In a depression. $88, $90 is what most coin dealers for a blazer is gonna. I mean, this is crazy. How much? 600. Thank you. Now, Giuliana, how would I know if my dog is planning on knocking me out and eating me? She does stare at me and drool. All right, $600 going once. Who's got the bid? Mr. W, you're cleaning up. I paid more. You're getting a heck of a deal. Wait till you see these Olegs, Mr. W. $600 going twice. Fair and final warning. All in. All said. Sold. Camera 2. All right. I would give him those 10 and yeah, put those 10 in that one. Yeah, this is Ashley. She's real. Oh, he thinks she's real.
You tell me I'm real.
Folks, you know, it's funny because when I was 18, I was 20. I got a hold of this book at Southern Oregon State College. It was called The Age of Inflation, Wilson. I read this front to back many times. I even wrote my thesis right here to get my master's degree from the University of Nevada, Reno. It was on the oil business. Right there. An economic decision. Let's see, what the hell is the name? An economic decision to drill for oil in the New Angus Field, Novaro County, Texas. And they made me rewrite this so many times. The premise proved that even after oil dropped from $40 a barrel down to $7.11, it was still better to drill for oil in Corsicana, Texas, shallow oil wells at $7.11 a barrel than it was at 40. Because the cost of drilling, the cost of leases, the cost of labor, and the cost of production fell greater than the drop in the oil price. I know a lot. I thought I knew something about inflation. This coin right here, I honestly didn't even want to bring it here tonight. This is the 1915S. That is San Francisco Mint, 1915. And Wilson, if you look right over the 1 and 5 in the date, you'll see an S. That's how you know it was minted in San Francisco. You see it a little bit? Yeah. Now, this is not just graded. Uncirculated for a $20 gold coin is MS-60. I have owned many MS-60 coins that look like they were hit by a train. But they could prove, even though they look like they were hit by a train, all the damage was caused at the mint, and they were never put into circulation or never stayed in circulation more than a few weeks or a few days. MS61 is a nicer coin. MS62, you got the high points, has wear, but you got them. MS63, you got a nice, brilliant uncirculated. MS64, you got on the border, gem, brilliant uncirculated. Now, Wilson, I know it's hard to get telescopic with this, but on the Lady Liberty holding the torch, you can count all the fingers. You can see all of her toes clearly in the sandals she's wearing. Her fingers on the olive branch are all very distinct. You can see her eyes, they just pop right out. This is a rare coin. I don't get many 1915 S in 6.4 plus. Just to give you an idea of how rare this is, in 1915, San Francisco Mint only minted 567,000 of these coins. The total population of the coins ever grading MS64 plus by PCGS is 64 coins. No, I'm sorry, 157 coins. Total 1915 S's that one of the largest grading services on the planet has ever graded of the 1915 S is 9,584 coins. It's a rare coin. And when you're talking about the 1915 S and 6.4 plus, they've only graded 157. This is rare. Tell you what I'm going to do on this, Ashley. Here's what I'm going to do. So few. Total mintage. 567,500. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I gotta be careful. You know, I might have to be looking for a job. It's so slow here tonight, Matt. And the job market is getting a little more crowded after last night's election in Chicago. Mayor Lori Lightfoot lost. I got in so much trouble once. All right, I'm going to get in trouble with everybody. Wilson, camera 2 or camera 1, whichever one. A long time ago, which camera am I on? That one. I told folks, and I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend anybody, but I asked the question if Mayor Lori Lightfoot, if you really take a good look at her, it looks like Don King and E.T. were her parents. Take a look. Well, have you seen a picture, Matt? Have you seen a picture? Take a look. Tell me I'm wrong. That's my conspiracy theory. But here's what I'm going to do. All right. 1915 S. All right. I'm going to price this so cheap that I know it can't be me. Oh, that's my phone. I'm calling people by accident. Clear. 20s. How come I'm not talking to anybody. I'm hanging up. All right, here's what I'm going to do. Oh, it's not the phone. I don't want the phone. All right. I'm going to give people a deal of a lifetime here. I shouldn't do this. Do you think if I give a price that 99 out of 100 coin dealers couldn't buy on a 1915 S and MS64 Plus when they only graded 157 have ever made it to MS64 Plus. They have graded only 9,554 1915 S's. All right. What?
Mr. S says he said the same thing about her.
He said what?
The same thing about her.
Did I nail it, Mr. S? All right. $33,695 on that 1915S, one of the lowest mintage. The 16S and the 15S, so few actually stayed in America. I mean, some did, but especially the 16S, they all went to South America. Well, not all, but a lot of them went to South America. So on this coin, $33,695, Adrian. And the list price, I got a comp for $7,400. Yeah. That's the good news. Bad news is I only have this one coin. I don't know if anybody wants an original Tarkay tonight. You think anybody wants my original Tarkay? Or you think they'd like an Oleg? Well, I am trying to wait 13 minutes. All right. Here is another deal. I hope you take me up on this because they've been jumping in price. Let's see. Get yourself some gold. I only got 7 of these left. Matt, to quote the great jazz singer Al Jolson, you ain't seen nothing yet. When it comes to inflation, and all of you are going to be thanking me that this is a 20 franc AU to BU Swiss franc. Most of them, if I'm not mistaken, I'm going to touch it by the rim. This is 1937. I think the other one is 1927. 1929, actually. Patty, how much gold weight is in a 20 franc? 0.1867. About a fifth of an ounce of gold there. Believe it or not, the Swiss, they save so many lives owning Swiss. This is what got a lot of people out of a lot of messes in bad countries. I was talking to Oleg before the show briefly. He was telling me we were talking about getting a snack. And he said, "You could, what did he want me to eat? What did Oleg say I should eat? I don't know, because in Switzerland once they tricked me." What? 2078. In Switzerland, when I was 20 years old, they fed me horse meat. They told me it was a delicacy after I ate it. I said, "This steak's a little tough." Well, that's not steak. That is horse meat. And I said, "I should have known from the whip marks." No, it was just... Yes, you take it. Good. That is a great picture. I could do that. I could be a passport photo photographer. Ah. You know, when you become 61, your job choices get limited after 32 years on TV. So, what did I price these at last time? Even though, if you check one of the largest dealers, they've been posting ads every day trying to buy. They have so many orders for these. No one's selling. Hey, Ashley, what did I have these up for last time? Even though gold's gone up a lot, I'm gonna. Hey, you know what? Platinum. No. Yes, I'll do it. $4.95. Did you see after we sold the platinum last week? The next day it went up $29 an ounce. The very next day. $495. That is 0.189. What is it? 1 point.
0.1867 troy ounce.
On the Swiss francs. 0.1867 troy ounces. We're talking troy, not agrular. Oh, folks. Who's going to get that painting? That's the largest Oleg he's ever sold me, these two. I had one he called the Three Graces that I had in my house. Are you taking pictures?
Yes, sir.
Do you do that a lot, take pictures of people?
I do.
The people you take pictures of, are they wearing clothes or are they skinny dipping in a pool?
Wearing clothes.
And you've never skinny dipped in a pool?
No.
You need to try that.
It's a little bit cold right now. It's snowing.
Matt, have you ever skinny dipped in a pool? Giuliani, how many times have you? Either. Patty.
No, I never have.
I know your son's working the graphics, so you don't want to admit to it. Is it because your son's working the graphics? Your answer is no, I've never skinny dipped?
That's how he was created.
That's how he was what?
Created.
Your son was created because you went skinny dipping in a pool.
That's how he was conceived.
So he's a good swimmer. All right. All right. So we'll leave it at that. All right. Well, folks, I want to show you a couple things here. I have 9 of the greatest oldies. I'm going to wait. I got 5 minutes in my Dish Network. My 2 channels on Dish Network joined me. And folks, that was a heck of a deal. I know I actually took some close-up pictures of the 15S and the 16S plus coins. And I'll tell you something, PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Services, take that plus so serious. I mean, I argued with them on a 1909 over 8 $20 St. Gaudens that it clearly should have had a plus on it. And I went to Long Beach and I talked to the head grader, talked to the guy that ran the company. He says, no, it's a great coin, but no. So I took it over to the $1 million grader that worked at Heritage. He says, oh man, that's at least a half grade under. That should at least be a plus coin or maybe even a full grade higher. So I see the president at the time of PCGS, who happened to be at Long Beach, and he says, Barry, you seem upset over this grade. I said, yeah, because it's undergraded. He says, this is what I tell you to do. Submit this coin 3 more times. If you don't get the grade you like, move on with your life. So you want me to spend how much? 3 more times? Why don't I just write you a check for 3 grading fees and you give me a better grade? But anyway, I sold the coin somewhere else. Any calls on this 1916 S and 6.4 Plus? And I just want to come right over here, Wilson, because you can see right there the plus. That means it's got incredible color and contrast. It is not only an MS64, but the lack of bag marks and the overall eye appeal. Look at that cartwheel effect. I mean, this is just as nice of a coin as you're ever going to see, Wilson. Look at the reverse. Look at the Teddy Roosevelt hired Augustus St. Gaudens. He thought American coins were hideous and ugly. So he got him to design new coins. And in 1907, the St. Gaudens came out. Augustus St. Gaudens had died in August of 1907. He had made all the designs and everything, but I don't know, he did not live long enough to see them in circulation yet. Some say it is the prettiest coins ever. So you got a 15S and a 16S, and you also have a 1915 and 6.1. That's going to be a little bit more. That's about, if I'm not mistaken, $5,800 on the 1915 P and MS61. So folks, call me. I'm going to start the art portion in 180 seconds. Am I on dish now? Camera 2. Thank you, dish. They've been beating on me. Oh my goodness. We were on the internet only. And now I have dish, and I have some of the greatest art you've ever seen. I have some of the rarest coins I've had in a long time. I have silver coins, gold coins. And I have 9 original Oleg Javetins, and I have 1 very early original Tarkay. And I am going to take my Helvetia Swiss francs down. And Ashley, can you make another one of those deals where there's 5 Morgans and 5 peace dollars for my dish folks? Look at the size of these Olegs. This is amazing. Oh, I got some great Olegs too. You know, Oleg is a master graduate of the Surikov in Moscow. Oleg is one of the most important artists. About 3-4 years ago, I watched him. I didn't watch him do it. I just saw what he did. He sold 8 of his originals by himself, not to galleries, to customers, to people. Each one, the lowest one brought was 100,000. Some of them brought 150, 200,000. Oleg Zhevetin is a master graduate of the Surikov. And what I want to do, because I have only 9, and I also have, right over here, my original Tarkay. Hey, your hair matches Baria's hair. Yes. This is one of the earliest original Tarkays, acrylic on canvas I have. We believe it's in the early 1980s. We're getting the paperwork. A man owned this piece, a family owned this piece for over 35 years. It was sold by an estate company because this man passed away. We're trying to get all the paperwork on it, but it's one of the earliest Tarkays I've ever had. You can tell by the style in which he signs his name. It is, and that's Ashley's back.
No, it's not. I don't have that camera.
Oh, okay. So, I have a great Tarkay. Now, people have been asking me to get silver coins. I have, for the dish customers, I have brilliant uncirculated Morgan dollars, and I have uncirculated peace dollars. The peace dollars are mainly 1922 and 1923. The Morgans are a good mix, and they are brilliant uncirculated. They minted the Morgan dollar from 1878 through 1904. They took 15 years off, and in 1921, they came back and made the last year of the peace dollar, the Morgan dollar. So Morgan dollar is probably the best known coin. Mine are uncirculated, brilliant uncirculated. Now, I don't have many. I sold some on the internet. Not many, but some. Tell you what, on the brilliant uncirculated Morgans, what's the item number on that, Ashley?
2475.
2475. Yeah. Look at that. $71 each, which is amazing. There are 159 at my competitors. So, Morgan dollars, 71 each. They're brilliant uncirculated. On the peace dollars, they are uncirculated. They are $41 each. So you have Morgan dollars in brilliant uncirculated. There's some blazers in those rolls too. And the peace dollars, 41. Morgans, 71. You know Morgan was his last name of the designer? What if Morgan had a son that was named Morgan? Then you'd have Morgan Morgan. What if Morgan had a son and daughter that grew up and became lawyers together? Then you'd have Morgan and Morgans. What if Morgan, the designer, had 2 sons and 2 daughters that grew up and owned a coin shop, and you could have Morgan and Morgan selling Morgan and Morgan dollars? Yeah. So many possibilities with the name. All right, I just wanted to offer you that because I have something coming up right now that I want to talk to you about. Oh, yes, I have a 1916S, a 1915S, $20 St. Gaudens MS64 Plus. But I want to show you something. Wilson, you know what this is? Come in. That's me 11 years ago in St. Petersburg, Russia. That was their version of Costco. Now, here was the first time I ever met Oleg Glover, December 4th, 2006. Collector's Editions kept lying to me. He's back in Russia. Oleg is out of the country. He's not coming back. And then I tracked him down on December 4th, 2006. I met him. He lived in Southern California. And so for 17 years, I have been selling his work. He's one of the smartest and probably one of the most gifted painters I've ever met in my life. His paintings, like right here, here is, I remember this one because he sold this for $44,000, Sailor's Heart. And 3 years later, he put it on our brokerage and it sold for $95,000. He is one of the greatest artists I have ever met in 32 years of selling art and coin on TV. I've met a lot of artists through my mom's art gallery, from going to shows and just buying a lot of art in 32 years on TV. I want to show you who Oleg Glover is. Hands down, I think he is one of the greatest artists I've ever met. And I think with the world economy the way it is, you can get screaming deals on priceless paintings. Like I said, I saw him sell 8 paintings, not to the broker, not to the dealer, just to customers, for $100,000+ each. Some for a lot more than that. And it's not about the, it is about the money, but he is a very interesting guy. He sees things wouldn't you say that, Matt? Completely different. Matt got to spend 15, 30 minutes with him today, and he's very sharp. Take a look at Oleg 1 here.
My name is Oleg Glover. I was born in former Soviet Union. I was born in a small town close to Tashkent city. Tashkent, it's a pretty big city in Central Asia. It used to be part of Soviet Empire. But when I was grew up, I never knew all of that stuff. I just grew up. When I was grow up, I don't know difference between socialism or communism or capitalism or anything else, all that political crap. I just grew up as a little boy, that's it. I just grew up, I love to see flowers, nature, play Indians. Actually, we play American Indians. My earliest memories, I just love to draw. I draw on the furniture, on the walls, on the paper. If I have a piece of paper, I just draw. My family, we have 3 kids. I used to have sister older than me and brother younger than me. My father is simple engineer. Actually, he was chief engineer in a furniture factory, and we have simple life. I'm thankful to my parents because they was educated actually behind their limits, behind what they need to know in their lives. We have a great library. So I wrote a lot. I wrote a lot of American artists, American writers too. And I was just a simple boy, just read a little bit. The important, probably, we don't have much TV. That time, Soviet Union, Russia, at that time, we had just 3 channels was controlled by government. And we have just the simple corny movies, probably not much news, because they don't show news at all. Here in the United States, people always stressful. Why? Because they always see the horrible news. Somebody killed here, somebody has drug overdose, somebody got car accident, terrorism here. Always stressful news. Back in Soviet times, no. Even if Russia has some kind of trouble like this, they never show on TV. They always show positive news. Like, let's say, that farmer got thousands more cows, and that's it. The whole news like this. If I couldn't paint, I have to make somehow my living. I don't know. I would be probably homeless. I cannot do anything else. My early age, when I was like 17 years old, and I was in art school, but I cannot make any money from my art. My father was chief engineer in furniture factory. So one time I came to him and I told him, look, I have to make some extra money for my clothes, for my girlfriends. He said, okay, you can go in my factory and work as a simple blue-collar factory workman. We can make maybe about $200-300 a month. And I did that. I go to the factory and work about 3 months. And it was so hard, and it's I don't want to do that anymore. It's not because it's hard labor. I'm not afraid hard labor. It's what stopped me to do it anything. I start to understand I don't like it. I just don't like it. I start to understand I have to stick what I like. I like to paint, and that's it. I'm gonna be an artist. But I joined the Surikov Art Institute called Vasily Surikov Art Institute when I was 20 or 21. It's very, very difficult school to get into. Why? I tell you why. Because in Soviet times, to join that school, a lot of competition to join that school. Why? Because it's, let's say take huge megapolis like Moscow. 10 million people live in Moscow. And in Moscow, we have probably 2 or 3 schools high-end like this, no more. And 200 million people in country. And let's say how many thousands of artists who want to join and to be an artist and get that high-end excellent education. Thousands of people. So when you go to there, you have to show your artworks. You have to show your skills, your education, and you have to pass it through examination. So when you compete, you have to take some tests. in art, in drawings, in composition, in paint, in art history, in language, in a little bit in philosophy, and every test you have to have excellent grades. If you don't have excellent grades, you just lose. That's it. Because school has to choose the most excellent person to study. You have to show real paintings, not photographs, not for portfolio. Real paintings. So I take my paintings, I put them in a train, put myself in a train, travel 3 days. It's Russia, a very big country. So from south to Damascus, I travel about 3 days in a train, take some taxis. So show the paintings, real paintings to the persons who reliable, who making decisions. So they can allow to put you compete. A lot of guys show the paintings, it doesn't matter, they can see the paintings and they say, no, we cannot accept you. We cannot accept you even to try compete. So first step, you have to show the paintings and they can see the paintings and probably they can see some potential inside. They can say, yes, we can allow you to start competition. In Russia, in Soviet times, artists cannot paint even human being or any cityscape or landscape or any nature. It was against religious rules. Simply, I can have consequences. For example, if I paint something like I paint now in Russia, back in Russia, I could be arrested. It's simple as this. Why? Because I don't paint some stupid portraits of some proletarian guys or some party propaganda. What they actually tell you to paint. A KGB guy come to you and say, okay, you have to paint here Lenin or here some Karl Marx and here some revolutionary guards or whatever. And of course, a lot of people say, yeah, I paint that. And they paint, they got their salary and that's it. But if you don't do it, you don't paint, you paint something else, very simple. They can arrest you, they can abuse you in jail, torture. It's very simple like this. Can spend, let's say, 7 years just for nothing, for saying something, or paint some paintings, or create some music what doesn't suit to the music of communistic taste. I just have to change my situation around me, so I don't want to go to prison. Why? Because I want to paint certain paintings.
Hi, folks. That was part one of Oleg in his own words. Born in Uzbekistan, got a college degree there, then applied to the Surikov, got in, master graduate. To date, I believe only one American has ever gotten a degree from the Surikov, probably the toughest art school on the planet. I have 9 of his paintings. They are originals. They are not overprint, overpaint. They are original oil on canvas. They are some of the best work I've ever seen him do. In the I've known him since December 4th, 2006, so 17 years. Take a look at that. This is as good as it gets. This is Golden Lady. He has textured it. He has laid gold on the painting, gold leaf. He has made this a perfect painting. The Surikov, I believe, was named after Ivanovich Surikov. Let's see his first name, Sergey. No, it's yes, this is a Golden Lady right here. 2461. Vasily was his first name. Ivanov Vasily Sergey. Here is a piece he did in 2011. It was on art brokerage, retail 104,000, asking price 95,000. A master graduate from the hardest art school on the planet. He does Russian Romanticism, but he uses every geometrical shape. Here was Oleg about, I don't know, a year and a half ago. That's Oleg at my apartment unloading paintings, and there's my, he got along. Ginger really liked Oleg. This current retail 2023 master graduate of the Surikov, 85,000 minimum. I'm not going to charge anywhere near that. If you can do yourself a favor and get an original oil. Look at this. This has been treated. So in other words, you could just hang this. You could frame it. This is a very heavy painting. It was painted on wood. Look at that. Now, what Oleg does so well is the gestures. And look at this. He was saying to me today, and to Patty and Ashley, said, look at this top. He says, you know how hard it is to match that color perfectly? Look at this. It's a perfect Oleg. Look at the eyes. Stunning. I have 9 Olegs. Matt, can you pick another Oleg? Maybe anyone you want. Oh. I hope my viewers out there, many who I have known for 32 years, let's see how high it comes up. What do you think, Wilson? Should we lower it? Is this? What's that?
He said it's all right.
I don't, because it's looking a little dark. Oh, that's because Ashley's in front of the light. Now, Matt, just out of curiosity, should we move this light a little bit towards? Yeah. This is called Rising Sun. It's 48 by 48. It's oil on canvas. This is stunning. It's a story. Here is what classes look like at the Surikov. It's all business. I mean, they teach you how to paint. And he, master graduate. Now, here's me goofing off in St. Petersburg, holding up a picture of Putin. They only cost 69 rubles, which was not much back then. But every Oleg I could show you a price on, 79, 90,000. Here's one for 95,000. Here's one on art brokerage. Retail, 104,000. Asking 95,000. He was one of the greatest artist collectors editions ever had. They tried to hide him from me, but I met up with him and I've been doing business with him ever since. Look at this little kid there. Look at that. Stunning. Ashley, can you pick me? I want to save the two big ones for last because this way I'm going to ask them. Sure, that is stunning. Here, I'll hold this one. Woman in Brown, BC 2468. Look at that. Signed on the front and the back. Oleg Glover. Yeah, look at that. Look how Ashley, look how high off the texture just for that hair.
Oh, wow.
That's what a master graduate of the Surikov can do. That comes out 1/4 of an inch. Woman in Brown, 46.5 by 43.5. Current retail, $75,000 minimum. Folks, I got a good deal for you tonight on all these paintings. Ashley, can you hand me Cultivating Their Love? Or is it The Love?
The love.
Yeah, we got into a, not spirited, but a quick debate with Oleg. He said, look at this gold leaf. He said, this is something, this is one of my best. Now, this woman is growing the husband she wants to have.
Yes.
You see that, Wilson? She's growing him in the palm of her hand. She's growing the mate she wants. Look how he uses gold and silver on the hair. Look at that. He said, you know how hard this is to texture. Look at that texture of gold on the canvas. This would, Oleg would, you know, I mean, would he have sold this for 80 or 90,000? Yes. I'm not Oleg, but retail, 95,000. This is a master graduate of the Surikov. And which one is crowding in? Yeah, I'm going to stand right here. So they only see this one. Stunning. Oil on canvas. Cultivating the Love. And Ashley said, their love? He goes, no. The love. This is one of the most vivid, one of the most bright Olegs. And for somebody, you need to be a master graduate of the toughest art school on the planet to be able to texture that in the way the light reflects it and refracts it where you want it to go. Yeah, I got deals, folks. Ashley, let's show them the next one. Yeah, we can show them that one. This is not that heavy. Yes, it is. All right. I'm going to hand this one to you.
2463.
This is called Embracing the Present. Now, Oleg said his daughter, and she's 35, his daughter named this. Oleg was talking with us. He's going, I think maybe Ladies' Night. Because these are friends and they're sharing their friendship. Wilson, look at that right there. There's more genius in that bouquet down there. You can go to art school for 25 years, not paint a bouquet that well. The second time I ever met Oleg, I said, and then you paint the hands. And he got so mad, not mad, but paint hands? Do you know how many direction hand moves? Shadow of a hand? Shadow of hand showing 3 fingers. 2 fingers pointing upwards. I said, no, Oleg, I don't. Look at this. And Oleg today pointed this out to me, not once, but 3 or 4 times. He said, look at that, Barry. To texture that, this takes him a long time. Then after he said that, he goes, Barry, you know that one great Leonardo da Vinci, I think it was Athens, trying to think which one he's talking about. He goes, he spent 2 years painting, same painting. And he said, well, Oleg, did this one take you? He'd go, don't go there. And he didn't say it like that, but he said he was just so proud of this painting. Now you see the geometrical shapes. You got a square, a triangle. You have a cube over there. You have the eyes. Hers are closed. And that bouquet. This is $110,000 is what he would sell it for, but I'm not Oleg. Embracing the present. Oil on canvas. What's that? Give me 1 second, and I will. Can you hand me the one behind that, the chess match? Yeah, chess friends. I will give you a. And folks, I mean, I don't want people to think, I mean, I have had the best price on art for 32 years. And this is one of the greatest groupings of paintings I've had in 32 years. Folks, this is huge. This is Oleg Javetin. Look at that. Chess friends. And Oleg said, Barry, this is mainly, browns, blacks, grays. He say, decision on this painting. He thought about for a long time. Why am I talking like him? He thought about a long time. Was this red line to divide the painting, and then make the bishop red. This is a $90,000 Oleg. This is some of the greatest work he has ever done. Look at that. And folks, even though my daughter is taller than me, I'm still 6'2", standing up. This is a big painting. This will take up a room, and you cannot ask a greater artist to do it. Oleg Javetin will always be remembered. His genius is just everywhere. I mean, and I am just so fortunate to be able to work with him so many years. Huge painting. This is 46 by 51 and a half. All right, Ashley. Hand me the next one.
Or you want to show the big ones before this one?
How many more do I have?
The two big ones.
And that one? Yeah, let's show that one. I hope you're out there tonight, folks, because this is a collection of collections. Yeah.
Want to grab it and then I'll put it
Yes, I will grab chess friends.
Just friends.
This is a political statement by Oleg on this one. He calls it USSR, the end of utopia. Because the USSR was supposed to be utopia. No one needs by their wants, by their needs. And he calls this the end of utopia. USSR, the end of utopia. And he said, you can tell it's the end. That's why he put the hammer and sickle there for Russia. He said, look at the dead trees on both sides. It's come to an end. And it has, and it did. My favorite paintings right here, the end of utopia. Now I am going to show you the two largest paintings that I have ever received from Oleg Zhevetin. Ashley,
Yes.
let's get this one. Yeah, that is a cool painting. You just knocked my painting on the easel.
Do you want to show that one?
Let's show this one first.
Should we put it in front of the easel?
I
Take the easel away.
take the easel away, sure. This no, not really. This is Ashley, Jack, and Patty's Way. Show host down.
Don't come too close. Stay right there. 2462.
One Adam 12, one Adam 12, and emergency
462.
one. Show host down in Hollywood. Start him on a D5W lactate drip. Transport as soon as you can. This is called Homely Dream. Is it dream or dreams?
Dreams.
Now, what he is talking about here is this family. And look at every circle, spheres, rods. Look at that. Triangles, rectangles. This is what he does best. Holding up a chalice. And you can see right through it to that finger on the other side. Look at this lady's blue eyes. Look at his eyes. They are planning a family. They are planning on having a home. The texture on this, perfect. Look how this square comes out at you from that end. And I'm going to get out of the way. How large of an Oleg is this?
58 by 74.
58 by 74. Oleg even joked around when he was here saying, Barry, this is not for one room, this is for two. It's just, you need one piece of art for two rooms, it's that large. Everything is perfect. This is a retail $150,000, $180,000 Oleg. I mean, this is one of the greatest Olegs I've ever seen. Mixing the color next to that chalice he's holding up, is perfect. The geometrical shapes, stunning. Now, look how large this is. Ashley is standing up straight.
I am standing up straight.
Look at this. This is something you don't see Oleg often. I mean, Oleg did a commission piece, right before or after he left collector's editions, that he sold for $280,000, and this is 20 years ago. It was roughly this size. He is that famous. And to be born in Uzbekistan, get a college degree there, and then get accepted into the Surakov when he was 20. You believe that? He got his college degree, started at 15 at a college in Uzbekistan, where he was born. He's accepted at 20 into the Surakov. This is as good as it gets. I hope the light is showing it. Are they getting a good picture of it? Yeah. All right. Oh, look at that.
You and Ashley standing so they can see the size.
Yeah, that was great.
What's that? Oh,
Showing the size of it.
yes.
You guys are standing behind it. So you get an idea how large it is.
It is stunning. Let us move this one
Okay, behind us.
behind us. I concur.
We got it.
According to that one movie where he was an imposter, even was a doctor for a while. What?
Next big one.
This is as good as it gets. Not to quote a Jack Nicholson movie. Look at this. The three sticks.
3 red sticks.
The three red sticks. Now, folks, Wilson, right here you have geometrically a face in a face, a cube. The hair, look at that, so textured. The three red sticks, and that means this is their third date. You heard Oleg talking about it. How would you interpret what this painting means, Matt? The three red sticks.
3 red sticks, yes.
Look at the hand gestures.
Third time's the charm.
Third time's a charm. That's better. I told somebody the other day who had been divorced twice, I said, hey, from what I hear, after 2, it's you. But that was just me talking. All right. This is huge. This is a 195,000.
This one's 72 by 55.
72, so 6 feet by 4 feet and 7 inches. Collector's editions would have asked $250,000 for this. This is a perfect painting. And the light, it's looking good on camera, right?
Yeah, beautiful. And it also shows the perspective of how large it is with both of you.
And look at it. Just, once, like I said, once I made a comment about, and then you paint the fingers. He got not mad, yeah, but, just to texture the hair like that, he's got to put a epoxy down and plan it out. I mean, it is, look at that face. All right, those are my 9 Olegs. 462. Yeah. Now, folks, let's work some deals here. Tell me which one you're interested in. I will go on the record here. I have sold a lot of great art. Guillaume Azoulay, youngest man ever accepted into the Bibliothèque Nationale, the archival collection of the Louvre. I have sold so many great artists. My cowboy artist, Gregory Wilhelmi. I had just so many. Anatole Krasnyansky, still alive, a genius. So many Norman Rockwells. Americana. It's one of the greatest artists I've ever seen. I just showed you 9 paintings. Which one are they interested in? Didn't you have somebody asking about one of the... Are they, and who is it? Mr. and Mrs. H. What did they say? And what did they say? They called first. I want to, and this is stunning. And Ashley, it's just, this is a heavy painting. So, oh my goodness.
Oh, no. Ready?
Yeah, let's lift. The item number just fell off of it. Now what's going to happen is you're going to be down to pick it up. The paint's going to fall on you. That's going to go 1 Adam 12. Please see. Oh, look at that. I'll tell you what. I'll give them a deal. Everybody a deal. This is too cheap. This is one of the greatest works I've ever seen Oleg Chevetin ever put together. What's this, Ashley? $3,000 to open. $3,000 to open. $200 increments once I get the open. Look at that face. It's a heavy painting. This is a perfect Oleg. $3,000 to open, which is crazy. Everybody that's walked in the studio in the last hour and a half before the show went, whoa, look at that. Look at all the gold he's put in this painting. I can feel it, Matt. Someone's getting ready to call and say, yes, Barry, I will open at $3,000. Oh, that is beautiful. See, a master's degree from the Surikov would be like saying I have a PhD from Harvard and, on the chair committee or something. Someone at $3,000 to open, that's a gift.
You have it open at. Look, third.
What's that?
She'll open it.
Who is that?
Miss H.
I'll tell you what. Mrs. H, this is as good as it will ever get. This is a $75,000 painting. I want you to get this. When you get this, you're going to go, that is wow. That is one of the greatest paintings I ever acquired in my life. Oh, it's stunning. This is an original. This is not an overpainted poster. This is an original Oleg. We have an open at $2,500. Folks, that is too cheap. When you figure out how I allocate this lot, I probably paid so much more than $2,500. But I need my superstition to sell at least one Oleg. Mrs. H is playing off of that. She knows I'm superstitious, and I got to sell one. She picks one of the nicest. $2,500 has been bid, looking for 27. Look at that. Unbelievable. And Ashley, you got to figure out a fair shipping. I'm thinking 19, 20,000 for shipping. I'm going to fly Ashley there with the painting. What part of the world do they live in?
West Virginia.
All right, well, hang on. We're at 2,500 going once. That is so cheap. They realize what the deal they're getting, don't they? 2,500 going twice. Fair and final warning, sold. That's a heck of a deal. That is heavy.
I'm on my way.
That's why you got to work the shipping out. That is heavy. Okay.
You want the portrait? You want the baby? You want the chess friends?
What's the one behind
Cultivating love? What is this?
embracing the?
In the present?
Yeah, let me have that. Oleg even told me, he said, Barry, this, my daughter named, but he said, this is one of my favorite paintings I've ever painted.
2463.
2463. This, Embracing the Present, BC 2463. And am I just going, let me look at this with my glasses on. It looks darker. Maybe it is. Does it look like what you're looking at, Wilson, on the camera? It's looking beautiful. Very rich is what Patty's saying. You mean on this side? Maya? Well, watch this, Wilson. Oh, look at that. Look at that, folks. And Oleg himself said this is one of his favorite paintings he has painted in the last few years. He said, when you look at that carnation she's holding, I've actually, look at that. I don't want the oil to crowd it out. Let me, how's that, Wilson? How's that? Oh, this is stunning. This was Oleg's favorite painting here today. One of the two favorites he had. He even had his daughter name it. When you have an artist, he's 58 or 59. Look at this. This is stunning. Oh. Folks, I have a man that has sold paintings, 100,000 each, over 10, over 8 by himself, just one 3-month period. He's gotten $250,000 for one of his paintings. He said this is one of the greatest, he said this is my favorite, one of my favorite paintings I've ever painted. I'll tell you what, I'm going to give someone a deal of a lifetime, $4,000 to open. Oh, look at that. You have a master graduate of the Surikov in Moscow who has sold paintings for $250,000, who sold 8 paintings direct to customers, no broker, no nothing, for over $100,000. And this is several years ago. And he comes here today and he says, Barry, this is one of my favorite paintings I've ever painted. Even had his daughter name it. Oh, at $4,000 to open. Folks, I am selling you a painting I believe will easily hold the test of time. I can't guarantee that. I don't know what tomorrow brings. I do know inflation is bad right now, and I think it's going to get a heck of a lot worse. And I think this is exactly, if you don't have gold, silver, platinum, palladium, iridium, ruthenium, you might want one of the greatest Russian painters. His style is Russian Romanticism, where he added, no one else has done this, geometrical shapes inside each painting. And you see the gold swirls on the top. That's not easy. That takes him weeks to do. He has to lay and let a putty dry. It's got to be perfect. No open on this one yet. If you are interested in the largest Oleg I've ever had, let me know. Can you hand me... Uh-oh. She just lost all of her quarters. You gambling? This one. Folks, the love. Cultivating the love. This is a perfect painting. Oh, Wilson, look at that pink. Look at those reds. Now, how do I should move this one.
You want it off the stage?
No, I'm just going to move it over here so it doesn't compete. Yeah, perfect. Well, now the other one is. Stay. Look at that, folks. That's a painting. And yes, let me move this one over here like this. Now you got a painting. Cultivating the love. Look at that. He's even put a coat of lacquer over so it doesn't get damaged. You don't need to frame this, in my opinion. You just hang it on your wall. Look at her eyes. Look at that gaze. Look at the gold and silver foil and leaf. I'll make someone a deal and a half. This is what $100,000, a real $100,000, not some TV show. I've been doing it for 32 years. Oleg is one of the greatest artists I have ever seen for his Russian Romanticism. Just like Michael Schofield is one of the greatest landscape artists I've ever seen in my life. He's 74 now. Tell you what, I'm going to give someone a great opportunity here. $3,500 to open. That's too cheap. Folks, when you die, pass this down to your son, your daughter, your granddaughter, your grandson. This is as good as it gets. That is a master. Look at the gold. The effervescence around that lady. Look at the gold on her necklace. Unbelievable. That's gold leaf. I mean, this guy. And she is cultivating the person she wants to spend her life with. No open once. Oh, that's stunning. No opened twice. I hear a ping. Oh, that is too cheap at $3,500. Any interest in this one? I have 8 Olegs left. Ashley, pick another one.
Do you want chess friends?
Say what?
Chess friends?
Just friends? Oh, chess friends. Yeah. Camera 2, I want to thank everybody who's watching. My name's Barry Chappell, and this is a Wednesday night art and coin show. This right here is unbelievable. And I traveled to St. Petersburg, Russia, to see Sasha Basari, Irina Valkova, Misty Pavlov, and they graduated from the St. Petersburg Academy of Art. And in St. Petersburg, you have the Hermitage. And I actually touched that huge painting, The Dance. I touched it 3 times, twice because my cameraman didn't get the shot, third time too hard and it moved. I actually left a fingerprint on a Vincent van Gogh. Not on purpose. But this, that red line, that suspended chessboard. You want to see a $100,000 Oleg Zhevetin? There it is. Look at that. I'm going to do. This is one of the larger paintings. Look at that floating chessboard. $3,500 to open. That's crazy. This is one of the larger pieces. Oleg Zhevetin, Chess Friends. Look at that. Look at every geometrical shape. At $3,500, no open. Uh-oh, I hear a ping. Tell me that's not an open because they're reminding me what I paid for this and I priced this for less than I paid. So, moving along rapidly. Pick which one? Yes. This is camera 2. This next one's almost abstract. It's not, but the way Oleg has painted this is really unique. Take a look at that.
2468.
That is so cool.
2468.
Look at that. That's an original oil on canvas done by Oleg Glover. Folks, this is huge. This is a special type of Oleg too. Look at that hair. Tell you what, let's see if anybody's watching. $2,800 to open. $200 increments once we get the open. It's classical and abstract at the same time. I got you. Because this, Oleg Glover, I'll tell you what, before I run out of time, how long is Oleg 1? Because I started with Oleg 2. Didn't I do 2 first and then 1 second? Camera 2. I'm going to show you the second half of Oleg Glover. Listen closely. This man is an artistic genius. Take a look at this.
Actually, I live here in the United States about 17 years. Why? Because I was invited to work here. And it's a very strange story. People saw my artwork actually on the street. When Soviet Union was strong, it was not allowed any private enterprise. I started showing my artworks right in the street. And some entrepreneurs, some American Russian entrepreneurs saw my artwork, they invite me here. They invite me here in the United States. And I came here in 1990. I didn't speak any language at all, any English. I had $0 in my pocket. And this is why that country is great. I start work and I start have success. My subject matter very simple. Very simple is I paint mostly romantic paintings. I paint appreciations to the good relationship between people. That's it. Most of my paintings, it's a female and male. And male sometimes give her a letter or a flower. She can read the letter or see the beautiful flower, and she can appreciate his honest suggestions to her. Very simple. Why I like that? I tell you why. Because I don't want to produce any negativity. It's already so much negativity in our world, in the movies, in the paintings too, in the music. I try to work in that areas, but I don't want to do it anymore. I tell you why. How many years I'm gonna live? Maybe another 40 years, maybe 30, no more. After all my life I work in, I wanna keep some paintings, and public gonna keep that paintings in their collection as something positive. So people, when they look, they have to have pleasure from what they look on. They have to have pleasure. Yes, we have negatives, a lot of negative around us, but I believe if we move our attention to more positive, everybody as a society, we're gonna have positive. It's simple as this. Through the deep psychology, we as a humans, a lot of us don't have a simple one nature. Everybody, even simple workman somewhere in the factory, we all have deep psychological differences even inside us. Each person sometimes can have 2 or 3 faces. It doesn't mean that person liar, or it doesn't mean that person a bad person. No. It's a sophistication of any human being. It's a sophistication of our internal psychological depths. It's multidimensional of any human being. Art is one of activities close to the intellectual life of the human beings. Why it's important? I tell you why it's important. Because we are human beings, we are not animals. I think the art is the highest expression of human brain in any positions, in literature, music, or visual arts, or mathematics. Mathematics, the high-end mathematics is art too. It's very important because we are human beings. It's just one thing what divides us from rest of animal kingdoms. If tomorrow human beings decided to save that planet, they can save that planet. If tomorrow human beings decided to destroy that planet, they can destroy that planet. The difference, simple lion or simple monkey or chimpanzee, they cannot do that. But we're humans, we have tremendous power in our hands. And everything belongs to us, to our decision. Art is just one side of all that intellectual powers. That's why it's important. Human beings can have different pleasures. Psychological pleasures from music, physical pleasures through touch, pleasures from food, pleasures from relationship. And art is another area where people can get huge pleasures, tremendous pleasures, especially if you understand. If you can teach yourself how to appreciate art, you can get a lot of pleasures from it. You can see some beautiful painted details or expression on a face or combination of colors and textures. You can have huge pleasure for your mind and for your eyes. Enrichment, pleasure, it's just pleasure. It's why Medicis in the past, in 15th century, they were not stupid. They pay a lot of money to Raphael or to Michelangelo to paint something good. Because we have such a short time live in that world. The longest life is about 100 years, no more. It's nothing. It's 100 years. Some people live 50 years, 30. My little brother was killed in a car accident. He died when he was 33. Very young guy. We have such a short life to spend that, so My philosophy, try enjoy every minute, everything. Try enjoy every hour. Don't go into any stressful situation. You don't need to. Try enjoy. Try to make your life happy. Try to make your life happy. That's it. This is my philosophy. I'm gonna make a lot of money. It's good. If I don't make a lot of money, I make a little bit money, or no money at all. It doesn't matter. I have to paint. I just cannot do anything else.
Folks, Barry Chappell back. That was Oleg in his own words. One of the greatest artists I've ever met in my life. Master graduate of the Surakov. Tell you what, people have been calling about the big paintings behind me. One's going to be 10,000 to open, one's going to be 12. They're the largest Olegs. This right here is one of my favorite ones. Look at this, The Rising Sun, painted by Oleg Javet. And look at the Circle of Life. He's got the boy there. He's got every geometrical shape you can think of. This is 48 by 48. Tell you what I'm going to do on this. Do you like this one, Patty? Is this one of your favorites?
Yes, this is my favorite actually.
This is your favorite. It's pretty cool concept. I'll tell you what. $3,000 to open. How's that? Let's see if anybody wants a deal. Look at that. What am I doing? Did I pay more or less than $3,000, Ashley? I'm getting confused. Look at that. An original Oleg Javet. Look at that face. Still uses the geometrical shapes. Oh, that is fantastic. Look at that.
It gives me like an Aztec feel. I don't know, I just really like it.
A what?
An Aztec, yeah.
Yeah. You got that Aztec look to it. It's funny because I never asked Oleg, he painted these over the same period. Why is this one so much different, It is very cool painting. All right, Ashley. Hand me the chess friends. That is like the Aztecs. All right.
Got it?
Yes.
Good job.
Ugh.
Just friends.
Yeah, this was one of Oleg's favorite. He kept talking about this painting, and he was doing it from the viewpoint of, being at the Surakov where that red line was drawn. And let's see, yeah. This is a large painting. I even asked him when we were looking at this, he was talking about chess friends. I said, hey, Oleg, this was like 10, 12 years ago and you were at Collector's Editions. What would this sell for at a show? He didn't even hesitate. He said, bad show, 75,000. Good show, 150,000. Because he is one of the all-time greats. Tell you what, folks, take a look at this. That is stunning. Look how big of a piece this is. I know, I want 10, 12 to open. Watch this. Are you ready for this? Matt, I got a letter rule. Start at 0. $300 increments. I know, you're looking at me, I'm looking at me. My dog at home is watching TV. I don't even have Dish Network, he's howling. This was Oleg's second favorite painting. He explained the nuances of painting this painting and that red line. I'm starting at 0. You ever wanted? This is an amazing painting. A large painting. And can I cancel this plan? It does not look like it's working. How long do you give people to call before I can run with this painting like Steve Martin in The Jerk? What am I doing? This was Oleg's second favorite painting. And he explained the importance of that red line. And that red line only works because he's got grays, faded browns, and some black above the red line. This, we have 300.
Actually, they already have the open.
Yeah, we got 300 from Patty. 600 has been bid.
I have 9.
900. This is one of Oleg's second favorite painting. I'm at 900.
You want to do 12? Okay, thank you so much, Chuck. Okay. Thank you.
900. Now, folks, I've known Oleg a long time. Even when I was buying out collector's editions, I couldn't buy this painting. How much? 1,200 has been bid. What'd you guys do to Kiki? She's what?
She said what we did to Romeo.
Where'd she go?
What's Romeo? Yeah.
You drove him to Romeo.
I think Matt told you she was doing it.
All right, I'm at 12.
Verifying.
Folks, this is crazy. I'm the 1,500. I'm the idiot that allowed this to happen. I can't buy this from Oleg. I couldn't buy this from collector's editions. I'm at 1,500. Unbelievable. This is one of the largest Olegs I got. It's all right. I have time. I have to figure out future career options. 1,500. Ashley, they want a bit any more? Anybody else? Because this, I can't buy this for 1,500 from Oleg Javetin, master graduate of the Surikov. He would sell a painting like this. Everything is perfect about this painting. We are verifying. We're at 18 now. Thank you. 21. Thank you. We're down to one bidder at 21. Anybody can make it 24? Boy, who's the idiot that said start at 0?
I don't want to point, but
No, Matt didn't do it. Unbelievable. 2,100. Hey, Matt, that idea of starting at 0, stop it. I know it's my fault. I have the con. $2,100 going twice. Who is your customer? That's Melvin? Tell Melvin I said hello. All in. All said. Melvin, you're getting a deal of a lifetime. Is your phone not working? Is that it on this? 2400. 2400. $2,400 going once. Way too cheap. $2,400 going twice. Fair. And final warning. All in. All said. Sold. And you see how soon they forget, Patty? I appreciate how hard you work. But when we get down to just one bidder, please use your index finger. You know, I keep, does she do that to you, Matt, when you get down to one bidder? All right, folks, I'm not talking to everybody. I'm talking to a few people here. No, who? I'm talking to Barbara. I'm talking to Rick and Melody. I'm talking to, Marvin. I'm talking to, this is probably the greatest Oleg he has brought me in a long time. This is the largest. Yeah. These are paintings that Oleg has sold himself, paintings this size, for $250,000. He is a master graduate of the Surikov. This is not an easy school. Look at that. I think the guy's name was Vasily Ivanov Surikov. This is me and Ashley standing behind this painting. And as you know, the painting forms a cube. When you look at the top of where Ashley is right now, it goes down there. Look how it looks like there's a cube around the top. This is one of the largest Olegs I have ever seen. It's called Homely Dream because this couple are planning their home and their future. Oleg is Russian Romanticism, but he added to it. He added something no one else has done, geometrical shapes like that house in there. Look at the house that they want to build. There are circles, square, parabolas, every angle. This is not for everybody. Look at that. What do you guys think is cool? Yeah, the painting it's huge. 58 by 74. For the person that has everything, you need one more thing. What? Melvin? I'll tell you what, I'm going to give Melvin first. All right, Melvin, I'll tell you what, because I like Melvin a lot, I really do. Hang on right there, because I'm going to calculate. This is one of the most expensive Olegs I've ever bought, and I've known him since December 4th, 2006. I got a price, Melvin. Oh, I got a price. I know, I was thinking $12,000 if I watch this. Ashley, for Melvin. I have to turn my mic off and whisper. You trying to grab my mic? Well, she's pulling at something. All right, here's what I'm going to do. This is one of the greatest single pieces Oleg has ever done. The last large Oleg I had this size, I sold to a customer on TV for $37,000. This one I believe is better. This is for someone who has everything, this is the Oleg. One of the largest paintings I've ever seen him do. I'm going to give Melvin first crack at it. Ah, that's a good question. On the Tarkay, that's an original from the early 80s. 13,000. It's one of the earliest Tarkays I've ever seen. But Melvin, this right here, the way they're raising that glass and her eyes and the amount of cubes he has put into this painting. Look along the bottom, those are more cubes. I mean, this has Melvin's name written on it. And I think everybody just wanted to give Melvin the first chance. If you're interested in this, what does Melvin say? Okay. I'm going to move that back. I want to show you something. Ashley, can you put the easel back? And can you gently... Oh, that's heavy. Oh, that's it. Call me a wimp, too. Matt, you just called me a wimp.
I apologize. I'm sorry.
All right.
2470.
This is one of the earliest original Yitzhak Tarkays I have ever acquired. I was so fortunate to have spent just under 3 days with him. Yitzhak Tarkay died in 2012. There's a picture, me with Yitzhak Tarkay. Yitzhak Tarkay was born in Subotica, Yugoslavia. Was right on the Hungarian border. Yitzhak Tarkay, because his family was Jewish, when the Nazis came through Yugoslavia, they threw him and his family in a concentration camp. He was in the Mathisau concentration camp, one of the most brutal of all. His job at age 12 was to throw dead bodies on a cart. On one of his arms, I don't see, you can see in the picture, he had his watch. Under his watch, he had the brand, the tattoo, his number at the Mathisau concentration camp. He, Yitzhak Tarkay, thanks to Patton and Patton's, was it the 3rd or 6th or 8th Army, liberated him. Here, Yitzhak Tarkay, World European Galleries. This is 2008, 4 years before he died. 158,000. Here, Yitzhak Tarkay, acrylic. 118,000. Yitzhak Tarkay, 46 by 56, 84,000. That's 2010. 2 years before he died. You can tell how old this Tarkay is from his signature. This is one of the earliest Tarkays I have ever gotten. He was one of the nicest men to me. after he left, the last dinner I had with him, he says, Barry, I am going to instruct Berea, which was his wife, and his agent to always give me better deals than the cruise line or anybody else. He died in 2012. He is buried in Israel on the Boulevard of Heroes. He is one of the most famous figurative artists that had ever lived and died. And Ashley, let me just ask you. No, yeah, you're doing well. I don't need to move that, Oleg. No, it's perfect. List. Tarkay's Berea, his wife Berea, I gotta say it right. Can't keep them in stock. You know where they sold the most was in Taiwan and Japan. Singapore. He even talked to me about how hard it was. He wasn't complaining, but how hard it was to be flying from Israel to LA to Singapore and Japan. He was very grateful. And I remember one of the important days I had with him. Here's a picture of me with him. Underneath that watch is the the number that they tattooed on him for the Mathisau death camp. And I asked him, when I saw that he was taking his watch off, I said, is that from? He says, yes. I said, do you ever find yourself, after all you had to see at that camp and so many people you knew killed, does that ever haunt you? And he did something I didn't expect. And Wilson, let me come to you on your camera. He stood up very straight and he says, no, it doesn't. He says, Barry, that's why you see me sketching and drawing. I will not let a thought of those people ever enter my mind. If I do, I lose and they win. I will never waste a second thinking about that. He immigrated after Patton liberated his camp to Israel, lived on a kibbutz, then got 2 degrees in art, and became the greatest figurative artist of all time. That is an original Tarkay. Hundreds of thousands of dollars is what his wife Berea gets. I'll tell you what I can do on this. I'll give someone a great deal. $10,500. This is one, if not the earliest original acrylic on canvas I have ever gotten. This is pre-90s. This is in the 80s, or maybe even earlier. We're going to have the provenance from the company that was hired for the estate sale. I'm going to have that in a few days. I just grabbed this up. Call me on that. They come available so rare. He is in about every museum on the planet. Any interest in this? All right. Ashley, any requests on the gold coins, folks? These 2 gold coins right here. 1915 S and the 1916 S and MS64 Plus. I mean, that is as rare as they come for St. Gaudens. You were talking a menage so low that it blew me away. Here, I can show you Tarkay similar to the one you just saw, where they're online for 189,000, and mine is always going to be prettier because I picked it out right here. Give me one more second because the 1915S total mintage was 567,500. They made 18 million 1928s. There's only 157 coins ever made it to 6.4 plus. Total of all grades of the 1915S, they've only graded 9,584 coins. That's how rare the 1915S is. I had that up way too cheap. Call me. Look at that Tarkay. You know, it's funny because I've been doing this for 32 years. I only pick art and artists I truly believe in. Art and artists that I have the absolute best price on the planet, that nobody can come near me. And art and artists that I believe have earned the right to be considered one of the all-time greats. Yitzhak Tarkay is one of those artists. One of the greatest figurative artists of all times. And let's put that graphic back up. What did I have this up for? Oh, that's crazy. There are galleries. This would be 80,000, 75,000. And this is one of the earliest ones I've ever had. So Ashley, I'm running out of time. I only got 16 minutes left. Anybody on the gold coins? Anybody on the largest ever Olegs? Tell you what, let me show the other largest Oleg I have on the planet here. Ugh. I love the face in the face. That is an Oleg invention. Ashley, can you help me with this one? Yeah, it's snowing in Southern California. Yeah, you can take that down. Someone's going to buy that Tarkay. I wouldn't. Yeah, there you go. Let's just. This, the 3 red sticks by Oleg Javetin, 6 feet by 4 feet and 7 inches. And I want to get this right in the light. Look at that. Oleg does not paint big pieces like this. Rarely. And to have the honor of having 2 of them from an artist that has sold paintings like this for $250,000. That face in a face. Every geometrical shape you can think. Those stairs leading up from red stick 1 to red stick 2. This is one of the largest Olegs I have ever owned. He normally doesn't paint paintings this big. Someone texting about an art? Which one? Okay, well this is a $150,000 Oleg. I'm not going to charge anywhere near that. Call me, I'll work you a deal. So folks, I am down to 13 minutes. Whether it's gold coins,
Actually, you sold cultivating with love, right? No, not yet. Okay. What do you want? What's the bottom on cultivating with love?
right there. This one.
This one right here.
No, I got it.
I'm going to work a deal. And who are you speaking with?
Mr. I.
All right. As long as it's not my mom, I had to ask her to stop calling. Oh, this is amazing.
2465.
What did we have this up for?
35 to open.
Tell you what, right now, just to buy it, oh, and this is one of my favorite pieces. Look at those eyes. That's going to be gone so fast at that price. It's going to be boom, gone.
Okay. I'm going to give you, Ashley, he's interested in 15 in the single. I'm going to give you Ashley. Hold on, okay? She'll help you out. Verifying.
What'd they say? I gave them to that so cheap, it's unbelievable. Killing me tonight. Eating on me. Can't do it, but thank you. I'll tell you what. Hey, I'll tell you what, Patty. I can do that though. Oh, okay. All right. Which one are they interested in, Patty? Ashley, Melvin. I only have 12 minutes. Look at that. Tell you what, Oleg's all-time favorite painting. Well, he's had 3 of them here tonight. The one his daughter named. Let me take this one down. Oh, that one right behind the Tarkay. Yes. That was the one his daughter named, yes. Oleg said, to create this painting, this is one of my favorites. He said, I liked it so much I let my daughter name it. She's 35. And I said, hey, why didn't you call it? He says, I was going to call it the ladies get together, or the ladies out. He said, my daughter said, oh, this is BC 2463, embracing the present. He said this is one of his favorite pieces he's ever done. Tell you what, I had enough. Yeah, call me. Folks, I'm down to 11 minutes. Good, you got the index finger up. She's learning. Tell you what, right now, and Oleg said this is one of his all-time favorite paintings. Right now, if you just want to buy it, $3,200. And that is a deal of deals. This is Oleg Zhevetin, the star of the company Collector's Editions, master graduate of the Surikov in Moscow. I'm down to 9 minutes. Any last calls, offers? I lowered it all the way down from $4,000 to 3,200. And Oleg said that was his favorite painting of the show. He said, I let my daughter name it. And this would be a steal. Wilson, show the texture of the canvas that took him. And he said, this is very hard to do so it reflects and refracts the light to where you want it to go. The hair, every part of this. The blue eyes. I want to thank you. I thought you guys, some of these Olegs are beyond belief.
Oh. Oh, okay, you never responded back, so I didn't know that. Oh, I didn't know you didn't text me back.
They don't like me anymore, Matt.
Yeah, text me back.
They can't stand me.
We would go if it's 3 different, right?
Juliet, I used to teach economics. Do you know the difference between a recession and a depression? I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you real easily. A recession, your dog Fido gets fewer and fewer table scraps. In a recession, in a depression, Fido becomes dinner. Hey, they fed me horse meat in Switzerland and told me it was a delicacy. And folks, let me know what you're interested in.
Okay, is this Michael? Okay, for this one?
That's this is one heck of. I lowered this all the way down to 3,200. Are they interested in it?
They are, but they want to talk to Ashley.
They want to talk to Ashley. Let's see, because I'm running out of time. And
It usually comes up customer service.
and what was that customer's name, Julie? Oh. Okay. Well, was he pretty interested in this? You think he's going to buy this one? Because I got to move along.
Off the top of my head right now during a live show, I can't really think of what I've never asked when the email comes up, I could text it from customer service or from my Acer.
All right.
Like I said, I didn't know that you didn't receive it. So this is all news.
So what if he
Out of desperation, I lowered it down to 32.
Okay, but I'm printing out your email right now. I will scan it.
Yeah.
let me check.
All right, folks.
Okay?
The other one you do it for what?
Again,
Say what now?
The other one you do it for 20 what?
Oh, the one I auctioned that went too cheap.
No. The one that he asked for.
No, I understand.
The love one. Cultivating love. Remember you had said 20 something.
I don't know which. Let me.
Cultivating love, this one.
Oh, cultivating love.
Cultivating love. You said offer it for 20.
29, 28. Yeah.
But if he gets this one and that one, what would be the price?
Okay, I got you now. For both Cultivating Love and this one. All right, here's what I'm going to do. What do we have Cultivating Love up for?
I'm just gonna go ask, and I'll be right back.
28. How about this? 20. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I'm working on 2. Yeah, does somebody want this one? Both for, oh, here's a deal he can't say no to. Both of them. I only got 2 minutes. What do they want? They're both gone. Thank you. Now, Ashley, let's get somebody else. All right, those 2 are gone. Yeah, now Melvin. Okay. Yeah, and tell them I'll get them whatever they need. What else do they want? All right, I only got a minute left. Melvin and whoever, if you love coins, a 15S and a 16S and MS64 Plus, oh man, those are great. That painting sold. I am down to a minute. Folks, wherever you are, I know Melvin was thinking about this one. I got 1 minute left. This is as good as it gets. And I also have the gold coins. I got the Tarkay. Put up for 10-3. Call me. And thank you. I got more. Is your clock wrong? That's slow. A minute slow. It's like my old joke. Got some good news and bad news. Hey, well, thank you, folks. I'm going to be back next week. I got plenty of coins coming in. Call the show. I'm going to be around. And, hey, we love you. Buford, don't kick that dog. If you do, I'm sending Ashley over just to be mean to you. Hey, we love you. We ship fast. Bye. We